Let's start by telling us about your children. How many children do you have?
I have 4 beautiful daughters, exactly 2 years apart. 3 were born in August and 1 in September. Uh, they have been the most important thing in my world. They still are, I guess. Don't say I yet. They were, they still are. They the one out there off of Lee's Lane, I talked about where the truck stop is on Wadsworth there. And yeah, 44th. Anyhow, I raised rabbits to make money. And I really didn't know what I was doing then either, but I got a mom and a dad rabbit, you know. I didn't realize how many rabbits, how quick they bred. Oh my God. And this place had it was a chicken house on it one time, I guess. And I was lucky enough to get some straw and put in there. And they were shelling out babies like you wouldn't believe. I bought another 2 or 3 more does, the mama rabbits. And Buck Charlie, boy, he was a busy buck. But I filled up, I mean, I let them have their babies, and then after, as soon as they were weaned, they went out to the other shed, and we were butchering like 35 rabbits a week. And you kids didn't know what you were eating most of the time, because that's how we lived, with rabbits. But rabbit's good.
Yeah.
I still like a rabbit. But Homer was selling to the guys where he worked. But I sewed for you kids. I'd make one dress, it'd be darling, and make another one, and that was cute too. But by the time you made 4 of them just alike, you were sick of that dress pattern. And I'd dress you all alike.
Especially for holidays, huh? That's what, for Easter
Yeah.
and Christmas.
Oh yeah, you all had to be dressed alike. Yeah. Yeah. But
You gave us the clothes you never got.
yeah, I
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and each one of you always got, if I made for one, I had to make for all of you. I couldn't just do one. And haul water for the house, and I do that sometimes at night. And it was next door to the Smile Inn where I had to pick up the water. And Dorothy and Eddie said, oh, that'd be fun. Let's go with Joanne on the water run. And so I'd meet them, or they'd meet me at the Smile Inn, and we'd have a beer or two. And then go haul the water out, always drinking. One night we got over there with the load of water, and I guess we'd been at the Smile Inn too long. There was no water left. The tank leaked. Yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. But that's when I decided, I gotta give this up. I can't keep doing this. Then I had cows, and I had pigs. I had 3 little pigs that followed me wherever I was out in the yard. If I went in the house, the little pigs would lay on the little porch. It was cute. It was adorable. But when my mom died and they settled her money, big money, there was, let's see, Larry took, no, Jim and I each got $2,000, and Larry got 3, and we couldn't divide whatever the amount was. So we give 1,000 more to Larry. And we figured he needed a person. We'd already screwed up our life so bad, maybe he can do better. But anyhow, it was enough. I had a down payment for a house. I had a 49 Dodge truck, and I needed stock racks, so I got busy and I built the stock racks by myself. I was proud of me when I got that done. Anyhow, I loaded up those 7 heifers in there and took them across the mountains to Cortez. And at Laverne and Ed's place, I left in there. And the fences must not have been good, but a bull got in there. And when I went to get him back, I had 7 bred heifers. And a Holstein, that's what they're for, is breeding that making milk. So I took them back to the sale barn. And I told the guys, the ring man and stuff, they knew me pretty good by then. Anyhow, they said they'd watch for him. And they were picking money out of the attic for bids and stuff that people weren't bidding on, but they were bidding, they just didn't know it. Anyhow, my heifers brought really good money, and that gave me a good start. Then when my mom died, I ended up with enough money for a down payment for a little house. It was going to be mine. Yeah.
And where was this house?
It was in Arvada, a Hutchison home. I used to wash windows for them, but now I'm owning one of their little houses.
And was this the house on Iris Court?
Uh-huh.
6434 Iris Court.
Uh-huh. That's it. Yep.
And
He found that place on 82nd in Indiana. Wanted to know if I'd go look at it. And I said, yeah. And then when I saw it, I said, sure. But took money from Hutchison home. Doubled my money on that home at Hutchison.
was that only your money in that house?
Yes.
I
It
did not know
started from
that.
that 2000 that I got from my mom's diet.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyhow, then we bought the house on 82nd in Indiana. And it needed a lot of work, but I loved doing that. I mean, I took, behind the stove, it was just brick, and they took a big chain and I pound that brick and they painted it. It was beautiful. It really was.
beautiful.
Yeah, the stuff that I came up with too. But now it worked out good. You know, because it had a little barn and it had the swimming pool that you kids loved. And a place to ride your horses and a place for horses. So, yeah. So, yeah.
And then you got the house in Longmont.
Yeah, and then
You
went
had
to
that.
Longmont where I could have animals and do that again. And that's where I ended up starting to be an older buyer, a livestock cattle buyer.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the next chapter.